Hi everyone, the Champions League is back today and we are excited to read your predictions for the second leg tie between PSG and Borussia Dortmund. And while you're typing, we better proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Bayer have made an inquiry about the transfer of Alex Garcia. No concrete talks have been held yet. Bayern Munich will buy back Zeeb from Greuther for €1.5 million. A year ago, they paid €50,000 for him. Chelsea are ready to sell Romelu Lukaku in the summer for the amount of compensation fee agreed last summer, £38 million. The clause is part of a private agreement with Lukaku's agents and is open to any club, not just for Roma. Former Turkish national team head coach Stefan Kuntz may take over the Canadian national team, Florian Plettenberg reports. Kingsley Coman has returned to training after an injury and is working hard to be ready for Euro 2024. Coman will also try to be fit for the call-up in case Bayern Munich make it to the Champions League final, as his recovery is expected to take 6 to 8 weeks. Hilton Lopetegui has agreed terms with West Ham to become their new head coach, replacing David Moyes from next season. The contracts will be signed after the details get finalized, but the agreement is in place already. Bayern Munich believe that Manchester United head coach Erik ten Hag is hampered by a litany of off-field issues and a poor operational setup at United. Sky Sports journalist Melissa Reddy reports. Former Lazio coach Maurizio Sarri is being considered as a candidate for the Marseille head coaching job, according to insider Nicolas Kira. Real Madrid wants to get the La Liga trophy after their home game against Alaves. Manchester United set a club record for the most defeats in a single Premier League season. 13 is definitely Erik ten Hag's unlucky number. Roma midfielder Brian Cristante could be suspended for one match for blasphemy, Calciomercato reports. Dumfries is of interest to several EPL clubs. The Dutchman doesn't mind moving to Man United. Madrid are highly dangerous, but you can also play against them. It'll be an even game, on a knife's edge. Thomas Muller shared his opinion on the second leg match against Real Madrid. Ten Hag asked the Man United management to strengthen the squad. In some positions, we don't have choices. Aller traveled with the Borussia Dortmund squad to the clash against PSG. Sebastian has not played since April 13th due to injury. Borussia Dortmund wants to sell Niklas Süle. The club is unhappy with his attitude. Recently, the German has ceased to be considered a starter, and the Borussia management is dissatisfied with the level of play and attitude of Süle, in particular because of his obvious overweight. Currently, Niklas has the highest salary of all Dortmund players, €11 million per season, which may also be the reason for the defender's sale. Bayern Munich have unveiled the new home jersey they will wear in the 2024-25 season. The kit is once again all red after being mostly white with the red accents this season. AC Milan Ultras left the stands in protest 10 minutes before the end of the match against Genoa. The Rossoneri fans remained silent throughout the match, demanding a clear strategy from the club ahead of the summer transfer window. Xavi showed that he is a great coach, but this season, in my opinion, Xavi and Barca did not perform well in general. They did not win any title, Rivaldo said. Oliver Glasner has got 5 wins, 3 draws and 3 losses since taking over as the new manager of Crystal Palace. An excellent job of the former Eintracht head coach. Liverpool striker Darwin Núñez has deleted all photos with his current team on Instagram. Darwin left only family photos and pictures from his performances for Benfica and the Uruguayan national team. I have a year left in my contract and my agent is speaking with the director over a new deal. I'd like to stay obviously and continue here. I'm happy at Juventus, Weston McKennie said. The idea is to play like we did in the first leg. PSG is not gonna change its principles, Luis Enrique noted before their return leg against Borussia Dortmund. I met Mbappe's father last week and asked him the question. He told me he wants to play the Olympics. Macron told Le Tribune Dimanche. We have to do everything according to the plan and the general idea. PSG will probably play stronger than in the first leg. We want to get a ticket to the final. We will solve these tasks together, said Borussia head coach Edin Terzic. Barcelona are very close to announcing a contract renewal with Nike. Their offer has improved a lot and the deal will last 10 years. I will keep fighting. I have to do it with the players who are available. There are reasons. Everyone has seen our backline, but we have to deal with it. We should have kept fighting like the fans did, Ten Hag told Sky. Chelsea are interested in Shakhtar midfielder Georgi Sudakov. The club held talks with the player's representatives to clarify the possible financial conditions of the deal. Will I become Bayern's coach? No, I'm gonna watch the game. I hope Real Madrid will win, Zinedine Zidane said. Pep has FC Bayern in his heart, but he doesn't want to leave Manchester City this summer, the Tactic Group representative said, the company that handles the affairs of Manchester City head coach Pep Guardiola. Forward of the amateur club Juventud de Soriano, Walter Dominguez has been called up to the Uruguayan national team for a friendly against Costa Rica. The 24-year-old Dominguez got his chance because the match will take place on June 1st, 2024, a day after the end of the group stage of the Libertadores and South American Cups. Union Berlin have sacked their manager Nenad Bielitsa after the team's latest defeat. The decision has already been made. Bruno Fernandes missed the match for the first time due to injury. He did not play against Crystal Palace. At the match between Crystal Palace and Man United, the referee wore a camera for the first time in the history of the Premier League. Borussia Dortmund could sign Serhou Guirassy, while Moukoko and Aller could leave the team. And now the results of yesterday's matchday are on your screens. Here's a quick recap of yesterday's fixtures. The main event of the day was definitely the 4-0 thrashing of Manchester United by Crystal Palace. Alice with a brace, Mateta and Mitchell responsible for goals. Therefore, Erik ten Hag's man dropped to 8th place in the standings, with their manager bringing himself closer to a possible sacking at the end of the season. What do you think, Man United supporters? Is it worth keeping the Dutchman for the next campaign? Alright, moving on to the main news of the release. Bayern Munich boss Thomas Tuchel will not continue to work with the team. Despite announcing his departure at the end of the season, the option to keep the coach was still discussed within the club. The manager himself was willing to stay, but now the door is closed. Later on, there were reports stating that head coach Ralf Rangnick refused to lead Die Ratten. Moreover, it is also indicated that there are two attractive options for the manager to pursue his career. These are Manchester United and Chelsea. He keeps some contact with the Red Devils, though now he's mostly focused on Bayern since he intends to capture the Champions League trophy for the squad and the fans. Sky Germany claims that the release clause included in the contract of Benjamin Šeško, who is attracting interest from Chelsea, is constantly growing. It's based on the success of his performances and goal involvements. The amount of the release clause has already increased from 42 to 55 million pounds. Given the last 2 matches of the season, if the prospect manages to score a few more goals, the total amount could rise to 60 to 64 million pounds by the summer. Atletico Madrid winger João Felix could return to the club after a loan spell at Barcelona, AS informs. Los Colchoneros are exploring the possibility of bringing the player back, estimating his value at 60 million euros, which is hardly the amount anyone would be willing to pay for his services right now. Besides, they already inked a new contract with Felix until 2029, even before he went on loan to Barcelona. João has previously spoken about his desire to stay with the Catalans. This season, he netted 10 goals and provided 6 assists in 41 appearances. There is a total agreement among the sports area of Barca that VITOR ROQUE has no place in the team right now. Everything indicates that he will wear another shirt next season, either on loan or permanent transfer. Javi Miguel informs. VITOR ROQUE lacks proficiency with a few basic concepts of the game and that he jumped to European football too quickly. The Brazilian's agent André Curry confirmed this info, claiming that his client is ready to leave the team on a permanent basis. VITOR ROQUE will not leave on loan. If he leaves, it'll be on a permanent transfer. Xavi has given minutes to youngsters like Fermin, Cubarsí, Lamine Yamal, but not VITOR ROQUE. I don't know how to explain this, the agent said. Premier League Goliaths such as Arsenal and Manchester United are reportedly keen on signing VITOR ROQUE. Xavi wants FC Barcelona to sign 3 to 4 starter players this summer. Barcelona is ready to sell Frenkie de Jong to sign Bernardo Silva. Xavi wants Barca to sign at least 2 of the following 3 players: Dani Olmo, NICO Williams, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. NICO Williams is FC Barcelona's favorite winger for this summer. Signing him is Xavi's priority, David Bernabeu Reverter informs. Folks, that's all for today. Subscribe if you found this video useful and interesting. Check out the suggested videos from our other projects. The Football News Channel was with you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.